What is up, everybody? It is Innate Whisper coming to you from the dirty South. Hey, 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 what is up? Coming to you from my brand new apartment in a new complex. It just rained outside and now it's not anymore, but it's humid as all get out, like a sauna. Get outside, you get sweaty pits and sweaty nether regions. And so, yeah, that's what's happening down here. Coming to you from the bedroom of my new apartment. And it looks like I'm staring out a window, gawking at neighbors, but I totally am. Why? Because I wanted light on my face and I wanted to face a window. I have one window that happens to look out over my parking lot of my complex, and I do not see any neighbors at the moment, but if any do come out, I will be seeing them as they exit and make their way out of the apartment complex. What's up, everybody? I know, shenanigans? I don't know if you heard that. Shenanigans? Yes. Shenanigans is happening. And the rain's picking up. I was going to go out on a trail for a little walkie and a little runny. A little walker-runny. And bring my phone, so maybe I do a little bit of walkie-talkie, but it's not going to happen because it's raining pretty hard. And I'm talking about raining pretty hard. You got to have a pretty thick umbrella and a pretty big umbrella so you don't get your pants all wet, make it look like you daggone wet yourself. I say that's terrible when that happens. In my room, talking into my microphone, because I will not invest in an expensive microphone just because I will never be a YouTuber person that goes all out with their videos and people go, oh, we want to sponsor you, come to this event, that event. I don't do that. This is for fun. This is for you guys, which is why when you click on my videos, there are no ads, and that is how I want it forever and ever 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 and ever. If you look right above the eagle's wing that is my eyebrow, you'll see an island of destruction. That is 3 weeks of stress that could just tranquilize a rhinoceros in heat, if such thing was possible. At least that's how I felt in the moment. Now, I don't know what it's like for a rhinoceros to be in heat, but I do know that the stress made me sleep like a tranquilized rhinoceros in heat. Through my very, very limited research, a lot of guesstimating. But look at that, though. It's like the whole complexion of my skin has just changed in that little region. Just got like some yeah, it's bad. And it takes a long time to go away too. Like when it's the stress acne. I don't know. I was trying to put two names together and make it clever, but it didn't happen. So, I'm going to apply Burt's Bees. I haven't applied this in a very long time, but for the sake of doing random things for no reason, because I saw it and I forgot what it tastes like. Oh, it's very dry. I need to like cut off the top layer. I think I'm making my lips even more dry by using this old Burt's Bees. Well, it is still refreshing, cooling, and soothing, even though it's old. I hope that the softness of my voice is in fact going to be relaxing for you. I hope that you can find the depths, top and bottom, of the tone and the pitch of my voice, lulling you to a soft landing on the cloud of your sweetest dreams and your greatest desires. Okay, so, it's raining again. Bipolar weather. I see sky right in the break of the clouds, and it's raining like a hurricane, totally uninvited. Who invites hurricanes? I don't. I pray them away, and they stay away. Oh, here comes a car. I'm people watching. People watching in the hood, in the neighborhood. Oh, someone's getting home, and they got a new BMW SUV. Look at that. I find it odd. Like, you have like a $40,000 car, and you're living in an apartment that is less than, it's like $900 a month, and when you split the rent, well, I'm assuming people split it 3 ways. But if you split it 3 ways, it's less than $400 a month. Yeah, I don't know. I just find that odd. I got money to spend. Do I want to live somewhere nice that appreciates? Heck no. I want to rent cheaply. I want to buy that expensive car. Because depreciation is the name of the game. It's just strange. It's really weird. It looked like a husband and wife, but the wife was a lot taller than the husband. Like, he's like, stocky. He makes up for his shortness. He's like, I will never be intimidated by my height. So he puffs up. Was it the chicken hawk? And then his wife is just really tall, and she kind of sways when she walks. It's kind of a cute sway. I don't know if she intends to do that, though. I don't know. I would ask. It'd be so rude, though. Do you mean to sway? Is that intentional? What? Yeah, me up here in the window. You sway. Vertigo? No. Just, I'm going to come down. We got to talk about your sway. That can't be good. Alright, I'm seeing more and more sky, less and less cloud, and it's still raining. Oh, why? Okay. So, I wanted to tell you guys something. Something I've never told you before. Oh, do tell. Okay, I will. So, alright. I don't know if I ever told you before where I got the name Innate Whisper. What does that mean? Well, The word innate is from within, and in chiropractic, the belief is that the human body is powered by and is healed by but the same power that created the body is the same power that heals the body, which is pretty awesome. And if you have any faith in a creator at all, I mean, duh. And so there's a saying in chiropractic that goes like this: the power that made the body heals the body. And so I definitely believe that. Like, the power that made the body can heal the body, does heal the body. Doesn't always heal the body. There are limitations of matter, but that is the power of the body that made it. I was going to say, there is, when it comes to healing, when it comes to anything regarding healing, suffering, God does heal, God can heal, and even if he doesn't, I'll remain steadfast, I'll remain faithful. It's like being, being taken out of bad situations. God can rescue me from this. He can, he does, but even if he doesn't. So, the power that made the body heals the body. That is innate intelligence. It's the same intelligence that causes a cut on your skin to heal. When somebody has a blocked artery somewhere in their body, the body will actually create brand new arteries around it to bypass it. It's an amazing system. Innate intelligence is what causes the eyelids to separate in the womb, because when somebody is in the womb, when it's an embryo in the womb, the eyelid is one solid piece of tissue, and to this day we still don't know how the eyelids separate. There's just all these things that happen. So when everything is controlled by the nervous system, the Gray's Anatomy textbook states that the nervous system is a control center for all other systems, because the nervous system is what reads and interprets the environment around us and inside, and tells our body to make the changes from the inside accordingly. So if we think that things are bad, then our brain is going to tell us things are bad. It's going to tell our body, and we're going to go into fight or flight mode. If we believe that things are good, then we'll go into rest and digest mode, where we're calm, our digestive system is working, breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, and we're able to sleep. And another name for it is feed and breed, but you can use your imagination on that one. And the cool thing about that is, the thing about, if you think you're okay, your body will respond accordingly. If you think it's not okay, it'll respond accordingly. Thinking it's okay and thinking it's not okay are choices. So you can literally be in a bad situation, but if you decide to see the good intention behind it, or choosing to decide that, you know what, this is a hard situation, but I'm going to be okay, and this is all going to work out for my good, then you actually change your whole body's response to it. Now, when you're in fight or flight for a long time, you have genes that turn on, that begin to make cells improperly. You speed up the production of wrong cells. Those are, cancer genes. You turn those genes on when you're in fight or flight mode. There was I can't think of his name. I always forget his name. I want to say Albert Fleischner, Albert something. I might have his name Schweitzer. Might have it totally wrong, but 1933 won the Nobel Prize for his discovery that cancer thrives in an acidic environment in the body. And so when you're in fight or flight mode and you're choosing to believe that, oh, this is bad, I'm a victim, I have no ownership in this, it's going to go bad, then your body is going to respond accordingly, turn on cancer-creating genes, acidifying genes. You have more fat, more glucose floating around in your blood. You're in an inflammatory state, and cancer cells thrive, and cancer production thrives. But simply by the changing and altering of your mind, you can literally change your body's ability to turn off the production of cancer. And you have something in your body called tumor necrosis factor, which with better thoughts, with having faith that God works for the good of those who love him, who are called according to his perfect will, believing that, choosing to believe that, and have faith in that to the point where it changes your mind. Tumor necrosis factor goes and eats up tumors every day. It's in your system, eating up little tiny microscopic cancer cells all day long. And in the right amounts. I mean, it's not like you have a lot of it, a little bit. So genes that create cancer cells turn off, and then cancer cells get eaten up, or they get digested and excreted. And so something to think about, something interesting. So it's a combination of epigenetics. A main scientist in that is Bruce Lipton. Lipton, Bruce Lipton. Tumor necrosis factor. Google it. Look it up. Why am I thinking Albert Schweitzer? For some reason, that's the name that comes to me, but I'm not sure. Google 1933 Nobel Prize acidic cancer. Google that, and you'll find it's Wikipedia. You'll find it. Acidic environment. Look up foods that increase the acidity of the human body, and there's a whole thing on acidic versus alkaline diet. Don't get too caught up in that. There's a couple things that cause, like food-wise, that cause acidity, that increase the acidity once it's digested. Because you're like, oh, well, aren't oranges? And that's acidic, isn't it? It's acidic on the outside, but it doesn't cause the body fluids to become acidic. It causes them to become alkaline when it's broken down and digested. It's biochemistry. Don't even ask me to get into that. I passed those tests already. I'd have to dig out textbooks to explain that. You wouldn't understand it anyway. You'd have to Google it yourself. The TCA cycle, glycolysis, Krebs cycle. Yeah, look all that stuff up yourself. I'm not explaining it to you. Oxidative phosphorylation. So anything with wheat, different kinds of beans. So meat, any animal product, dairy. So meat, dairy, certain beans, anything with wheat gluten. When they say gluten, with what you guys are used to hearing, that's wheat. There's different kinds of gluten, like rice gluten, corn, but we're talking about wheat gluten. All that's acidic to the body. So anything that comes from grains, because you have to think, you can't eat grains in their natural form. You have to cook them. Anything that you have to cook, not that there's anything wrong with like cooking beans or cooking rice, but I mean that stuff, that stuff is all fine, but coffee, alcohol, all that stuff's acidic to the body. Anything alkaline is going to be fruits, vegetables, nuts, unsaturated fats. All that stuff is, all that is going to be alkaline to the body. Certain beans and certain grains, it just depends on what they are. And usually the darker the better. And any kind of like lampshade vegetable, that's not going to really benefit you much. It's actually, they're finding out that a lot of the lampshade vegetables, like potatoes and you'd have to look that up. I think eggplant, dark shade, lampshade, I don't know what they're called, something shade, is acidic. So look up foods that are acidic and foods that are alkaline. Look that up. And so, yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. But hopefully you're still awake at this point, and if not, mission accomplished. So, good, the sun's coming out. Hooray! I'm going on the trails. Yeah, going on the trails, y'all. Okay. Alright, guys. Signing out. Peace.